What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions. In today's reaction, we have a brand new music video from Ad Infinitum. Now, about a month ago, we saw the music video for Unstoppable, which is the first single from their upcoming album. And that was actually the first time I had ever heard Ad Infinitum's music, even though I've seen Melissa Bonney in other videos. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I loved it. Right off the first listen, I even went back and checked out their old album, and now I'm even more excited to check this out because today we have the second single from that upcoming album. Now that album is gonna be called Chapter 2 Legacy, and it releases worldwide on October 29th, 2021 from Napalm Records. I've already pre-ordered myself a vinyl, but they have a lot of different options, and if anybody's interested in pre-ordering stuff from the band, I'll throw links below where you can do that and support them, because I'm sure they would appreciate it. Now, one of the other reasons I'm excited about this song is because I saw a press release saying that this is going to be like a darker, heavier side of Ad Infinitum. And you guys know I like dark, heavy stuff. And this song also features Nils from Amaranth and Dynasty. So it'll be cool to actually see Melissa having a guest on her music rather than her being a guest on somebody else's. But I will link this original video in the description below. And today I'm once again listening to Ad Infinitum, and for the first time hearing their brand new single, Afterlife. Let's go. Okay, before this chorus, man, that the note changes in that were really interesting, really cool, man. I realized when I was talking in the intro, I referred to this as Melissa's band, Melissa's music, stuff like that. And while that is true, that's how this band started. It was originally Melissa's solo project. Ad Infinitum is very much everybody that you see on this screen right now. Melissa found these guys and formed an actual band. They're recording with her in the studio and stuff like that. So it very much is a full band at this point. I'm really enjoying hearing a lot of Melissa's clean vocals on the last couple releases I've heard because, I feel like when it comes to female vocalists in metal, a lot of people freak out and geek out over when they do harsh vocals, and that's cool and all, but like Melissa's harsh vocals are good, but she has a fantastic singing voice, man. So I'm really excited to hear this album to see how everything blends together. I feel like we're going to get more singing than harsh vocals, which I'm excited about. From what I'm looking at now, it looks like the band is using the same gear as the last video, so I'm probably just going to break down that stuff very quickly. There are a couple other production things I want to talk about as well, but let's continue and hear this chorus. The male harmonies in that chorus are a really good touch, just for the overall sound. I assume they were from Nils. Those harmonies are fantastic. Just this chorus, all the vocal arrangements are great. Before we get too far into this, I want to start breaking stuff down. I haven't given Nils enough credit. I'm not going to lie. For those of you that follow this channel, you know Amaranth is very hit or miss for me. I like some of their songs a lot, and some of the other songs I could do without, and that's personal taste. But I've said a couple times I don't like Nils' voice too much with some of the Amaranth stuff. But I think he sounds fantastic in this. Like, I don't think I've given him enough credit as a singer just because I've only heard him with Amaranth. But I've really gotten to hear his voice right there, and I really, really, really like it, actually. So let's rip through the band members really quick because, like I said, it's gear we've seen, and I just want to knock it out. Let's start at Adrian. Adrian is once again playing the Strandberg. It's an 8-string. It's the Bowden Sarah Longfield edition. So it's Sarah Longfield's signature guitar. And they do make that guitar in a 6, 7, and 8-string. Now, recently, I did an interview on my channel with Melissa and Adrian. And I asked him about this guitar. And I was like, why the 8-string? And specifically, why Strandberg? What got him into that? And he was saying that back in the day, he had an 8-string from Ibanez. But when he tried out this Strandberg, he absolutely loved it, especially the headless model for a couple reasons. Headless models have really good sustain on them, but it's also the weight. And he even mentioned, you know, if you hold an 8-string from a guitar from, man, I'm tripping today. If you hold a guitar that has an actual headstock, the weight will drop down, and it's a pain when you have to sit there and hold it the whole time. With a headless guitar, you don't have to, so they are lighter instruments. And Strandberg is a Swedish company that officially launched in 2011, and you're starting to see a lot of people really get on board with them. You know, Tosin Abasi's used them, Misha Mansour has used them. A lot of people really like the Strandberg stuff. Jumping over to Corby, their bass player, he's once again playing a Sandberg bass. Sandberg, not to be confused with Strandberg. Sandberg is a German company that's been around since the mid-80s. They're one of the biggest guitar and bass manufacturers in Germany. And a lot of their models that they have are very similar to like that Fender P-bass and jazz bass body style. But in this video, he's using the Sandberg California VM model bass. And I've never had my hands on one, but from what I've heard from other bass players that use them, they sound fantastic. And a lot of big bass players use them, so I'm sure they're fantastic instruments. And then Nick, their drummer, is playing drums from DR Customs. And DR Customs was founded in the mid-2000s in Bavaria, Germany, another German brand. And they take all of their drums are all handmade, and they take a lot of pride in their customization options. They want to make people's like dream drum kits come true, and they have a lot of pride in that. And they do a lot of really cool work, man. I spent a lot of time geeking out on their website recently, and I really liked their stuff. So that's about it for the stuff that I know. Let's hear this bridge. I have a feeling we're probably going to get a solo from Adrian, but we'll find out. Oh, that tone is awesome. I like the single notes on the guitar. Really cool tone. No solo, but I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay with it. This is just really good fucking music, man. I'm so excited to check out this whole album. As much as I would like to hear that again. The only thing I didn't talk about, because we've talked about this so much on this channel, pyrotechnics. Everything that they were using in that video was gas-based flames. They're running propane through hoses to those flame heads out there. Somebody's obviously queuing those. That's really it. And I loved that they're filming at a fucking castle. That's pretty rad. Let's go talk more about it. We have gotten so many good albums and EPs from so many different artists this year. And this is just another one that after 2 singles, I'm already really fired up about, man. I cannot wait for this album to come out. It's actually exactly a month from the time that I'm sitting down to record this right now. So, man, it's been a good year for music, man. And this is just going to top it off for the rest of the year for me. I know there's a couple more album releases I am looking forward to, but this is one that I'm really, really looking forward to. As for that song, man, as I said in the outro, it's just really good music, man. There's nothing super shock value-y or cheap about this. It's just really good songwriting. And while we didn't get a solo that I was expecting from somebody like Adrian in that, I really liked that bridge buildup and how they went back into that last chorus, especially with Nils just belting at the end. And like I said, I don't think I've given that guy enough credit. He is a very, very talented vocalist, man, and I really dug that. I think his voice works really well with Melissa's as well. Super cool, man. I really dug this, man. This is so awesome. And right now while I'm filming, this video has been out for about 6 hours, tops, and I think it's already got like half as many views in 6 hours as their last video got in about a week. So these guys have some steam behind them right now, man. I think a lot of people are going to take notice of Ad Infinitum really, really soon. And it's going to be a band you're seeing all over the place very, very soon. So again, I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if this is your first time here, feel free to click subscribe. I release new material all the time. Subscribing is free and it helps my channel out a ton. If you liked this reaction, I would greatly appreciate the like, as it also helps the channel. But if you disliked it, that's not a problem, man. Thank you very much for your time this time, but you are free to click dislike if you disliked it. I'm also on a ton of different social media. I have a Discord server that a lot of us hang on often. I stream on Twitch from time to time. And we also have created playlists on Spotify and Apple of all of the reactions I've ever done, all of that music. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, I will throw links in the description below. My handle on everything social media is @TankTheTech. Thank you so very much for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.